All right, we up in here. Peace
Oh,
and blessings, beloved family. Welcome to another amazing episode of Who Naked Up in Here, Shades Edition. We all about the frames tonight. Thank you all for joining. Please unmute yourselves and embrace each other the way family does.
woo woo! Hey, hey, hey,
Hello,
everybody!
beautiful family.
Yes, indeed. And it's always great having this space with you all. And I know y'all know how we do it in here, but I still have to introduce it for those who are watching us on the playback.
No! Oh,
Um,
sorry.
what's the matter?
My hand went down. Sorry.
I kind of like that though. Low hands, but that's a whole nother different story. Let's get into the format of tonight's show. Tonight is an open mic. As you all know, this is a safe space to share. Feel free to express yourself as long as you're not hazing or disrespecting anyone that's within the space, or otherwise. Um, as the setting goes, I would like for everyone to share two pieces, unless we get overwhelmed with um with family, and then with that, I will have to cut back to one piece. But as it stands, we're going to share two pieces of per artist. If you find yourself in that sharing mood and it's something in your heart you would like to express, please hit the reaction button at the bottom of your screen. When you tap onto that, there'll be a raise your hand emoji. All hands that are raised will be acknowledged throughout the show. And I promise you, you will have your opportunity to share. I do ask that everyone stay as long as they can so that those who are performing in the latter of the evening are able to have um, a welcoming audience to comment and embrace their art as well. Uh, there's a chat session that you are able to utilize and abuse as often as possible. So please make sure that you tap it in there, sharing love for one another, or just greeting each other, however you're feeling. And I ask that you keep your mics muted and double check to assure that your mics are muted while anyone is sharing their art. I hate for people to be in the background echoing or voicing over. Sometimes there's music, sometimes there's sirens, sometimes it's just life happening in your home that shouldn't be interfering with someone sharing their art. So again, please make sure that you're muted. Again, you can put your comments in the comment section as often as possible. And after each artist shares, I ask you to unmute yourself and lift them up, show them some love and support. So with that being said, I'm going to try to set the night off. I haven't found anything in particular to do because I've been in here enjoying y'all company. I love y'all so much. It really feels like we're all just within the same house, just sharing each other. Um, the only thing that's missing right now is a drink. I can use a drink. Am I the only one? Is it too early in the week?
It's never too early for cocktails, but
Not
you
at
never know.
all.
Right. I feel like that's the only thing that be missing when we sit and we have these times. So again, I love you all and I thank y'all for sharing in this space. Um, I want to come from a place of love tonight. Let me see what I can find. When I type love into my Google Docs.
Okay. I sent you the list, Mr. Witz, and you guys, I don't, I guess we were talking a lot and or not IG, Zoom is tripping, but we have a list going. But again, if your hand goes down, just try to catch the blue button or re-raise your hand. But for now, we do have a running list, Mr. Witz. Thank you.
Okay, thank you for that. I just received it. Okay, I'm gonna open up with this one. It's called An Unspoken Love Story. An Unspoken Love Story. Did I do that? Okay, there we go. What if I told you the earth and the moon was an unspoken love story? A connection somehow bound by their distance, but not their separation. When you look deeper into their connection, I'm sorry, let me start that over. What if I told you the earth and the moon was an unspoken love story? A connection somehow bound by their distance, but not their separation. Would you look deeper into their connection? Would you admire their togetherness when they're affectionate? Would you then look behind them to get a backstory of where their love began? What if you found the moon was ripped from the earth, just like a rib ripped out of a man's chest, given to woman, no orbit, no gravity, to watch over the outer bend of Earth's humanity? Would you homage the gash, the scar, the Grand Canyon, the canal from which her existence began? Would you treat her like the guiding light that she is and let her shine the way? Would you handle her the way we verse women in hip hop, film, and social media, millennial courtships, as if she was worthless, unworthy of her hover overhead? What if I told you the moon was born outside of the earth, just like a beating heart, born outside of a child, left to orbit the outer bend of our humanity? Would you stare at it the same? Would you count in its beats how long you would you count in beats how long you gazed upon it? Would you weigh its beauty in your countless blinks? Or would you treat it like a light turned on and off by a timely switch? What if the moon was given to the earth, like a form of natural human conception, gift by the sun to light night for man, left to orbit the outer bends of humanity? Would you treat it like a seed birthed to our planet, a gift given by God to guide a lost man, a present unwrapped to reward the stars of their own light every evening? And if the sky stoned the moon for being the star's guide, shading 3/4 of her view to the eye, would you turn your back to the loss of your shadow? Or would you keep looking up for her change, her lunar phase, to lose shade, her return from her fade, to display in full facial expression? Those of us who'd stay would find their place in a love shared between time and space, an everlasting, romantical link every evening, clear or blanketed. What if I told you the moon and the earth was actually an unspoken love story? Would you chase back to their meet to see where their love began? piece. I don't know why that was so twisted coming out, but it came out. I hope y'all enjoyed that.
I really like that piece, but can you clarify? There's a line, you said a gift given by God. Did you say a lost man or a blind man?
A lost man, to guide a lost man.
Okay.
Mhm.
I was gonna tell Kel she had it right. I don't know why I kept thinking blind man. I knew it was lost, but blind came out and I hit send, and then when I saw her, I was like, oh, it was lost because yeah. Anyway,
It kind
uh,
of means the same thing. It's like, double entendre.
right,
To be lost is to be blind to your destination. You know,
right,
True.
right, true, true, true. I like that line too,
Yeah.
and I knew what it meant, but then yeah, my brain. Thank you for the clarification.
Thank you. Yeah.
thank you for capturing that. I appreciate that.
Yeah, it's a beautiful way to start the evening.
Yeah, I think love is the answer. Normally I start off with some of the deeper pieces that are um tugging on our heartstrings in a different mannerism because there's so much happening in this world that it's kind of hard to stay grounded, right? Every time you turn around, there's something more to hurt over, and we got to remember that we come from love. Hurt is something that we gonna experience in this world, but we are birthed from love. So that love that God has given us, we have to find it in each other and make sure that we share that amongst one another. So I'm gonna do another love piece. Um, I hope y'all enjoy this.
Do you have your original Sound for Musicians on by chance?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah.
Do I have what? Huh?
That original Sound for Musicians, the button you push whenever you're going to have a music background. I was just hearing some sound behind you. I didn't know what it was.
Are you hearing it now, or were you hearing it while I was performing?
No, just a second ago when you were speaking.
Okay, you're hearing the train.
Train.
You're hearing the train.
Oh,
Yeah, I live close to uptown, and
Yeah.
got you.
the train runs by me.
Well,
So
we were talking about, throwing back, and I thought, is he getting out the voice pipes? He's going for Roger. He's channeling Roger, his inner Roger tonight. He's getting the voice pipes.
that's funny, but it's good to know that I have your ear to the depths. You know? Okay, this next piece. I used to mean it every time I said I love you. That's how I was raised, to say it and mean it. Something I carried throughout my life, saying what I mean. Love being the most genuine thing I kept in my heart since I was a kid. I used to say, I love you, and actually mean it. To this day, I have not had a relationship with someone I didn't love or wasn't in love with. Although every I love you given from my mouth wasn't receptive. You could see in my eyes, it wasn't a lie. And even when we fell out, I don't believe that love died, only set aside in order to give space for a new love to grow. And sometimes love grows to hate you. I used to mean it when I say I love you, until I met fake friends who gave fake hugs and handshakes that died midway through their way, squeeze, and glove. Overzealous individuals who only loved me in a crowd of those who'd say it back. as if their meaningless words escaping their throats had a place in our conversation, trying to persuade the minds around them that love is unprejudiced inside their feeble hearts. But beats that pump toxins into your blood only lead to a heart attack. I've learned I love you can't fake a relationship, and I love you can't board a hater ship. I love you can only issue itself inside a passion or caring sentiment. I used to mean it every time I say I love you. And my heart tells my mind, under no exception, am I allowed to break that tradition. So if I ever looked you in the eye through a screen or across a media feed and said, I love you, know that I meant it. Until this day, I still mean it. Peace.
Woohoo! Nice work. I love it.
Thank you.
Brilliant pieces, Fu.
I always feel like I'm like you're a shaman and we're having a service. And I love that aspect of this. It's my favorite thing about this night. I feel like I'm going to spirit. Not going to say going to church, going to spirit.
Thank you for that. That's beautiful. That's beautiful. I think happening on the love we have for each other tonight was inspired by something Jane said um before we started recording. And just knowing that people can see the genuity inside of you, it makes you open up like a flower button. So I embrace you all with true and honest love, and I feel that every time that I'm in the space with you all. So thank you for having me the way I am, and not having to dress up to be someone else.
I love that. Thank you.
So with that being said, let's keep this energy flowing. Y'all please open up your hearts and your mics for our next voice. I'm sorry, I'm trying to find the list. I forgot you sent me a list.
Nemo.
It is Nemo? Okay, I didn't want to assume. Okay, but we're going to go there, and then I got the list now, so I won't mess up next time. Y'all please open up your hearts and your mics and welcome to the platform our phenomenal brother, my food dog, Mr. Nemo Soon.
Nemo.
Nemo.
Hey, everyone. I would be wearing my sunglasses, except that they are polarized, as is my screen. So if I can't see anything unless I turn my head like that. Okay, I am going to read two poems, one that I think is finished and one that I am still working on. The finished one goes like this. I remember when smiling felt better than this. I'm in a negative zone outside the storm where everything gray has been replaced with something painted gray. My psychiatrist spotted depression over my shoulder while I rattled off my daily data. I couldn't see her, but I imagine her dress was gray. He didn't say. but these little white pills should make her go away. I want to write a poem about my friend who died, but the words don't feel right in my mouth. So I have to spit them out and wait another day. I wish I could write him a song. Instead, I keep this vigil and watch her while she works her brush until the red is gone and the green is gone, the blue is gone, and the air is heavy with her. I ache for the violence of the storm, but I would never tell my doctor that. So I listen for the sound of distant thunder while he's talking. I watch the rain over his shoulder. And here's the second. I watched 3 birds flying above great stone eagles guarding a bridge and thought of you. How you've watched over me. Stone sentinels poised to catch the wind when the call comes. No one ever summons like those lost in time. Soldiers who drowned in mud, sailors whose bodies will never find dirt, mothers with nothing to bury but grief. We tell ourselves comfort stories how they died fighting. But bombs bursting in bellies don't care. They're just gone. Does the stone remember them? Will these lines? Is it for the poets to observe these flights and make verses of them? Are these words worth the vigilance, brackish bits of beauty in the mind-numbing morass of the mechanism? Is this temple worth guarding? These formations fly to their fate while we wait. That's as far as I've gotten.
Oh, you doing it, brother. You are definitely working that pen. Y'all please unmute yourselves and show some love.
Good
Yeah,
shit,
Nemo.
Let's
Nemo.
go, Nemo.
That
Great
start on that
work.
new one is crazy, bro. That start is insane on that second one.
Love that.
Yeah, the imagery is so rich. I can't wait to hear what that poem, like, where it goes. It's pretty dope.
Thank
Stop
you.
stealing Witz's shit. Yeah.
Tell him, give me my pen back.
Give him his pen back.
Oh man, I love Nemo, man.
Love you back. I love all of you very much. This is such a beautiful place and a beautiful community and family.
Stay
was
with
that
your
line?
friends.
What was that line, Nemo? Because I'm all about Marines. About the never seeing dirt. What was that? Like that? The line before and the line after.
Soldiers who drowned in mud, sailors whose bodies will never find dirt, mothers with nothing to bury but grief.
That's gorgeous.
It was. I couldn't capture the beginning of it. I'm glad you asked for that back. I caught the second line, but I couldn't hold on to the beginning of it. But yeah, that was a phenomenal stanza right there, Nemo.
I told him earlier I felt like this piece had echoes of being sort of epic poem style. Just these broad sweeping themes, and the imagery is just incredible. And it just, yeah, this is going to be one of your best. I feel that coming.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right, Nemo, we got to see you with your frames on. Frame gang.
Straight out of Florida. Nemo, straight out of Florida.
Yeah, see, I have to turn my head like this to see anything.
That's good. It makes you look
Do
cool.
this, it's all, yeah.
Nemo look like he's supposed to have a parrot on his shoulder. That's what's up. Y'all give it up for Nemo one more time.
Let's go, Nemo.
Woo!
That's what's up. While y'all in the celebrating mood, keep your mics open and as well as your hearts, and let's welcome back after her. Um, I don't want to say long, but her too long. We missed you. Is what I'll say because I'm at loss for words, and I'm just glad to have you back. Y'all welcome Sophia Falco.
Woohoo! Let's go, poet
Yeah.
Sophia.
Go, Sophia.
Woo!
That was the word I was looking for.
Yeah, I'm glad to be back and glad to see everybody. And I'm gonna read an excerpt from my newly published book by Uncollected Press. It's titled "If My Hands Were Birds," a poem. So I'm gonna do an excerpt. And it goes like this. And it's Suicide Prevention Month, and this piece touches on that, and we all have to do our part. So, anyways, during treatment, I was asked if you could manifest fear into the tangible, what shape and color would it be? I asked myself, would you really want to taint, not paint red roses in a bad light? However, that would answer both questions. Philosophically, that wouldn't be fair to those who love red roses, yet I could not erase red roses from this world. If I were to have been given a rose, did they take into the account the thorn in my side, that I own no articles of red clothing? Likely, I would have wanted to set the rose on fire. It became very dire here with no fire escape unless for an emergency, only an outdoor balcony with an outdoor staircase. Yet every day, this house was full of emergencies, always. I was mad as hell to return, though fire wasn't coming out of my eyes or my ears or my hands for that matter. But below the surface was fear and more fear and more fear. This was too near to my heart, not too close to home. Red with innocence once, when I wore the sparkling red shoes as a child that one Halloween to become the beloved Dorothy. But where was that crow in my memory in the movie, The Wizard of Oz? Healing is not merely the yellow brick road. Reflecting how one day, maybe I'll have my own dog, as mine had fallen to old age, whereas my grandfather had fallen to young age by his own hands. Father Time was defeated in an untimely fashion. Sometimes everything will not be all right. This past generation of family history, still then, always was in the back of my mind, and sometimes was in the front of my mind. Feared fate would had led us similarly to the grave. I never met him, but I wondered, what if he could have sing? I was too afraid to try to sing, and I had for too long a premonition that I couldn't. I made a promise to myself to not die, yet I knew the temptations at times to not be anymore. Being there were more than three sides to me. I didn't want to impose the question, can't you see my suffering? I vowed not to visit his grave. That would be a jinx. My family tree, mental illness mocked us. While I never seen a mockingbird, I would never kill one, but had considered killing myself, yet remembered what saved me was remembering tragically too many poets had fallen too soon. I made a promise to myself that wouldn't be me too. Must you have mentioned church? How both of them when young would get the giggles, then the giggles turned into laughing, and then they get kicked out. To see a steeple or to run up a steep hill or to steep tea, which would you prefer? Or defer and deflect the question. I preferred the third. Thank you.
Woohoo! Great
Beautiful.
work. Yes.
Yeah, beautiful read, Sophia. The title alone caught me. What if my hands were birds? Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah.
If my hands were birds.
Yeah, that took me to, making hand shadows. Is that where the concept came from?
It's the concept is if my hands were birds, do I want to be grounded or would they long for someone's hand or there's just multiple possibilities, I think it hopefully the goal is that it's thought provoking and can be subjective, like, like you're saying, the shadows, the hands, or I have a lot of restless energy in my hands, and sometimes, it's like I want to hold someone's hand, but then you have to have self-agency. So it's like all these juxtapositions can just come from the title. So anyways.
I get it. Is that where the stuffed animal come in? Something the pet, something feeling that
Yeah.
texture. Mhm.
Yeah, Edward. Yeah.
Yeah. Something else that you said that really resonated was though I've never seen a mockingbird, I wouldn't want to kill one. Um, I know that's a play on the movie as well, To Kill a Mockingbird. But what I got from that was like it's like to kill a voice. Like I wouldn't try to kill someone's speech, wouldn't try to kill their voice. Even whether it's uh well, am I on the right path with that?
Yeah, it was a play on that. And the flight is a big theme and stuff. And it's like, yeah, you wouldn't want to take a bird's voice away or a person's voice away. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
It was beautiful.
I'm so just happy to see you back. And, I know 2024 has not been your favorite year so far, but the work you have done is stunning. It is breathtaking. And I'm just so glad you're back that we all get to hear it. So,
Yeah.
So much
Appreciate
so,
everyone.
so much so that your puppets in the VIP section behind you, I didn't see not one of them look away. They were just staring you in the back of your head. They were clapping and shit. Like, dope. Mine don't do that. So that's dope.
That's funny. The funny part about that is yours do that, even though you don't see it. Yeah, I think we all have someone clapping for us and cheering and rooting for us that we just don't quite see, you know? Yeah. But you got a lot of love in the chat. Please make sure you go and visit that. Um, Congratulations on your new package and keep pushing your pen.
Awesome. Thank you, everybody. Appreciate it. Appreciate the support. Means a lot.
That's what's up. Welcome to the room, Brooklyn in the house with Erica Floyd. How you doing tonight?
Kind of pensive, not to bring anyone down or anything, but just kind of pensive about yesterday's tragedy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm going to do about it, what I'm going to write, I need to research and everything about his entire case. I'm just so upset inside. I'm so upset about this whole thing. But other than that, I love you guys, of course.
We love you as well. And that pain is well understood. It's too much of a reoccurring event, right? In so many different forms, so many different ways. We're all born to die, but life is being taken. So, in the mannerisms of these happenings, it can tear you apart. I pray that you find peace with it and don't let it overly consume you, but at the same time embody it and be that voice that you feel necessary to breathe life back into that brother. It definitely is something that shouldn't have happened, and but we can't erase it. We can only expound on it, right? Um, if you got any frames tonight, we on the frame game tip. That's why if you look across the room, when people start to come on the screen, they're gonna have frames on. It was inspired by C. Santos through Mrwitzthepoet into James spoken word and so on and so forth. So if you feel comfortable enough to share in that vibe with us tonight, we're trying to have that little bit of joy that we can hold on to. So and you're welcome to share whatever's in your heart tonight. with no prejudice. We love you, and this is your place to find that freedom.
You always know just what to say. I love that about you.
As much as I would like to embrace that, I can't own it. It's kind of like I don't know how many of you have seen the movie South Central, but the most prominent scene in that movie is the ending when the brother was um, trying to win his son back by force, but he had it in his heart to speak the words rather than to use the violence to get into his accusation's mind and head to let him know you need to release my son to me. But when the actor expressed how that worked for him, he said the message came through him and out. So though the scene may have been written, the acting, the delivery was like fluid. It came in through his crown chakra and out through his voice. And I kind of feel like that's what God has given me, his message, and he allows me to speak it. So I will never can never truly take ownership. I can only be grateful that I can find his voice, find his message to deliver it to you all. So thank you for saying what you said, Erica.
Mr. Witz, I have said you are the preacher and Jah is the teacher. And I've said that, like kind of cute, but I mean that. You have the voice and the spirit of a prophet. And one of the things that I truly admire you so much is that your heart is the biggest thing about you. And it's not like you hadn't been through some shit, and that's still your heart.
I concur. Absolutely.
Thank God for the frame game tonight, because y'all trying to make me cry up in here. But I'm gonna hold it together. I'm gonna hold it strong. But I love y'all. This and again, like I said, I'm grateful that you just allow me to be who I am and accept me for that, because I'm not for everybody. Yeah. But let's keep the energy flowing. This is not about me. This is about us, and let's just keep some good energy, some good vibes, and continue to lift each other up during these times. So with that being said, y'all please open up your hearts and your minds for this phenomenal woman who has put on one of the most amazing shows I've seen in a while. Last night was super elite. Um, superb, very special to us all. Again, because you not only put together these voices, but you brought one of our elders out of our own shell, so to speak. So please, everyone, open up your hearts and your mics and show some love for Jane spoken word.
Let's go, Jane.
Good Jay.
Hey, everybody. It's always so wonderful to be here. You know that. Always, always. So, going with how you started the evening, I'm going with the love too. So, first piece is a fairly new piece. Second piece is fairly older piece. She follows the path of righteousness, respecting and trusting the goddess within, honoring the ancestors, a receiver of memories from those who came before, affirming the divine soul, trusting her truest self, speaking with thoughtful voice to long past traditions. Ancestral voices emerge, singing her timeless song, nurturing our spirit, our flesh, our blood and bone. A guardian of our sacred spaces, she walks the red road with tenderness and grace, unwilling to surrender to shadows that slither, refusing the burden of past sin eaters. She welcomes us to the circle of the sacred hoop, healing the sorrows of a forgotten past, cradled in the bloodline of our ancestral home, smudging sweetgrass, copal, and sage, honoring the spirit bond with the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, those that swim and creep and crawl, to the tree people, the rock people, and the water people. In the circle of life, elders whisper to the wind, Mitakuyesin, we are all related. And then my second piece, it's a little bit of an older piece. Crash landing through the halls of Serenity's home, in a space between the no thing and completeness, delving into the deep skeletal structure of this poet's bones, riding the edge between death and breath, body shaken with every word, a whisper inferred, a poem unheard, a beat between lovely and dark, shading the living dead, eclipsing a suffering heart, rummaging through words of mine undefined. In my notebook from the dollar store, lusting for words, I search for more. Suddenly struck by magic, I am lifted from the tragic. Words spun from deep inside the marrow, my nightbird song. Good night, sweet sorrow. You have never tasted so sweet.
Stay there, Jane. Y'all open up your mics and show some love, please.
Hey,
Thank you, guys.
yeah.
Whoa.
Don't hear you enough. Can never hear you enough.
Thank you. I'm honored. I truly am. Thank you, guys.
Can I go back to the first piece? The most prominent part of that for me was how you embrace all forms of life, and I couldn't capture the words, but if you could repeat that stanza for me when you talk about the two-legged, the four-legged, the trees, and all.
Unwilling to surrender to shadows that slither, refusing the burden of past sin eaters, she welcomes us to the circle of the sacred hoop, healing the sorrows of a forgotten past, cradled in the bloodline of our ancestral home, smudging sweet grass, copal, and sage, honoring the spirit bond with the two-legged, the four-legged, the winged, those that creep and crawl, to the tree people, the rock people, and the water people in the circle of life. Elders whisper in the wind, Mitakuyesin, we are all related. And we are all related.
Yeah, that's just beautiful. That's just beautiful. I love it.
Jane, I thought of you yesterday. I was interviewing the poet Rose Gold, and I told her that she was one of the most unequivocal women I had ever met. And when I said that, when it came out of my mouth, I was like, that's Jane too.
Thank you.
And
Thank you so
we
much.
have a lot of that fantastic quality, I think, in our poet community. And it's awesome because we need that. We need that leadership quality. And I love that we have so many amazing, strong women. And you are right there at the top of the heap, leading the way.
Well,
Well, Rose Gold is no joke.
those well
Thank you all for listening. Thank you for sharing this space. Mr. Witz, we love you, man.
I'll be right back, boy. You better know it. And I look forward to that reunion show that you're putting together. Indeed. Y'all show some love one more time, please. for Jane's spoken word.
Let's
Let's
go.
go, Jane. We love you.
Hey!
That's awesome.
I hope if we come to New York, we get enchiladas. That's all I'm saying.
That just I know this don't have anything to do with anything, but it took me back to, I think Linda was her name, and how she fed the community from her garden. I just think that's so phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's Linda Kleinbug, and she hosts a lot of the poetry in the parks here in the East Village. And whenever she she has one Sunday, it's an open mic. Everyone's invited, and she brings fruit from her garden and feeds everyone. It's beautiful.
yeah, that is awesome. That is awesome. General Lissimo, I didn't see you. Welcome to the room, my brother. Good to have you.
Thank you very much, Mr. Witz. I just want to say you're looking slick without the dreads.
Oh man, thank you. They here. They still here, man.
Oh,
I'm in a ponytail right now.
oh,
Me,
okay.
me and Jane on the same vibe right now. Ponytail and frames. Ponytail and frames tonight. Coach Josh Smalls, what's up, my brother? Oh, he's singing in the background. The music probably blaring in his ears because he's putting it in the chat. Like, uh, we'll address that later. Let's keep this energy flowing. Y'all, please open up your hearts and your mics and welcome to the platform, Whisper Poet.
Whisper.
Let's go, Whisper.
Hey, Whisper.
Okay, Erica Floyd, how are you, my love?
I'm here. Had to
Why-
come through, support my family.
Hold on, why'd you put on that voice though? When you start talking about Erica, do you throw in a voice and whatnot? What's that all about?
I don't know, it just happens. She brings that out in me.
Oh my God.
I just had to ask.
All right, y'all. I'm glad it's Vampire Night because it kind of goes with this poem. This is called Eat. I've got meat in my teeth. Keep your toothpick. I'm gonna lick my lips and savor your remains. I'm not gonna pick them clean. I made a mess of you, and in consuming you, I made a mess of me. Oh, sweet cyanide, you slide luxuriously through my mind like the dark red of the lava lamp glides by, erotic amoeba that will absorb you with nothing left behind. I remember you lying naked on the table of my love. You looked so beautiful in my antique etched crystal while I sipped the wine of your blood. Such a hunger in me you incited, and it hollows my stomach against my spine. I am voracious, and you may wish it otherwise, but you can't resist my will. I will crack your bones and suck the marrow of your mind into mine while I grind, lick my fingers free of your grease, and eye you up and down over the possibility of another taste. Oh yes, please. Render you in my blender, slather you on my starving skin, absorb the sweet sweat of your integument, drape myself in your desire. It pours over me like angel dust and whiskey. I will wear you in luxury while I pickline you into the heart of me. I am the sweet succubus you had no idea you would find when you strutted into my DMs, a refugee from the mundane. Oh, you must ever regret sharing your name. But you gave me everything I got. And I have no qualms over my ethics of the past, except that I liquidated you, then seduced you into my genie bottle of kaleidoscopic glass. My own personal mixture of Goldschlager and Astroglide, and now it's your doppelbanger instead of you that buzzes, yes, goddess, when your name screams from between my thighs. Your sex filled me with the hubris of desire, and I know I did wrong to burn your bones with my unquenchable fire, Emotional cannibalism is consumption of flesh because it was your heart I devoured. And if it's wrong, I don't care that I still revel in your taste. I know I will be judged for this, and knowing it, I would do it all over again. But this is the truth of my own heart. It isn't murder because I loved you until death do us part. And a monologue from my vagina. To the men who think they own my vagina, your stubborn refusal to acknowledge my rights left me stuck between legal doctrine and media sound bites. You are blinded. Your chromosomal letter Y. If you think you get to be in charge of what I have between my thighs, you created your paper tiger of judiciary ink. What part of history have you tried to ignore that you think you can own the life of another? Dictate to my ovaries, a mad conductor to my fallopian tube sonata, want to orchestrate the orchids of my female flower. You can't control us. And your ignorance is showing that you think we will bow down to a bunch of clowns trying to tell me you have the right to legislate what I can and cannot do with my own body. Try to make me the living intestate. You need to listen up, Buttercup, before we erupt. Who told you that you get to play God when I'm the one with the fire of creation overflowing my cup? You don't have the clout to run game like that. Do not proselytize my uterus or try to bend my free will to enjoin yours, you bunch of ignorant asshats. You plant your seeds without thought for the future of the crop, then exit stage left, abdicate responsibility, leaving me with an unbearable choice. And you seem to believe that now you have some say over the decision? How dare you question me when you were the one hopped up on your delusions? I will grieve in silence away from your view. You don't get to see the choices I've made in this world weigh on me. I exclude you. You take patriarchy to the extreme and use religion to regulate the aftermath of my verbs you wanted to conjugate, but I got news for you, troglodyte. You try to overthrow the queendom of my womb. You may like to think you do, but baby, you don't run that room. I am not your political cause celeb, and you will not climb to fame on the rungs of my scarred back. I stand forth aloft, holding my fist shoulder to shoulder with my sisters. We are angry, and we will commit to launching our juggernaut against your selfish, ignorant tide. It is you who will find out who's soft in this fight. For the survival of our mastery over our bodies and our rights. Push us again, and you won't like the boundaries we lay, and you will not rule us like we are chattel, dictating your rules to us as if we are cattle to be prodded by the long arm of your law. Get your gavel out my business. I'm pulling it out the depths of my craw where you shoved it down my throat. You mowed down the wisdom of the double X that 50 years gave us to grow. Try to preach dogma to my body. Think you can subjugate my free will? You need to think long and hard what you're going to do when we bring our storm to your hill, because we will no longer tolerate the interference with our elemental flow. As women, we will rise. As women, we will succeed. As women, we will work together to make sure no man can control what happens when the flow of our menses ceases to bleed. Only we can craft our futures. And when it comes down to hard choices, I will execute my own destiny as I so decide, because my body doesn't belong to you, you pompous dolt. My body is mine. It cannot be misdirected, mistreated, or misused, undermined, misappropriated, co-opted, or abused. Mothers, daughters, witches, and queens, we have had enough. So to the men who think they own our vaginas, sit down, shut up, and listen to your
Oh, whisper, you better preach. Y'all open up your mics and show some love.
wow.
Something got you on fire. Something's got you on fire.
Right. I was just gonna say she got the right background.
Mm-hmm.
That whisper was a roar.
That definitely was. I got to go back to the first piece. Um, to my favorite line out of there. Because I think this happens to most people in relationships that tend to, I'll say, failing relationships that tend to carry that baggage onto the next coming relationship and so on and so forth. But the line was, consuming you, I made a mess of me. That was so powerful. That's a prompt. So much can come from that. When you when you look to the depths of its meaning. The second piece that you did, I've heard that before, but it's definitely a powerful write. Every time I hear the title, it spins me though. A monologue from my vagina um, is a great fucking title. It's just a great fucking title. It tickles me. I won't deny it. When I first hear it, I always smile like, wow, how did she come up with that? But the depths from which you wrote made that piece so necessary. So thank you for writing it.
Thank you. And I just want to say,
Can you oh, can you revisit the line? You created your judicial and run that out. I had it, then I start typing and I lost it.
yeah. Let's see. That's near the beginning.
And did you go down or is that us?
That sounds like another prompt.
Okay. Did you go down? Down.
Yeah, that. I was thinking the same thing with, I'm like, oh dear God.
Oh, sorry. It's coming in and
Don't be
going
sorry.
out tonight. So
Don't be
yeah,
sorry.
Be sorry. Be sorry.
Don't be sorry. It's okay.
All right. She's running the line back. Go ahead.
How many before and after do you want?
Just a couple lines out right at you created the judicial. Yeah, that.
You created your paper tiger of judiciary ink. What part of history have you tried to ignore that you think you can control the life of another?
Yes. Oh my God. Okay. I love that line. Thank you.
did that excite your walls too? I'm sorry again. It's coming in and going out. Forgive me.
Coming in and go now. Oh my God.
But I wanted to
it electrified me. Go ahead.
The shit walls.
That's freaking high praise, Gifted. Thank you. Like, wow. Thank you. I received that. Y'all know me. Y'all been listening to my poetry for a minute, and you know that I'm usually on about the heartbreak. And I was holding on to something for a really long time. And I finally started to release it and found that under all of that heartbreak was some anger. So I kind of been in scary bitch mode a little bit. And so I hope that that first piece made you deeply uncomfortable, because it made me deeply uncomfortable to write it. And yet it felt necessary that it had to come out of me that way. So thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Y'all show some love for Mrwitzthepoet one more time, please.
Yeah, Whisper.
And do make sure you visit the chat. There's a lot of love waiting for you in there. Welcome to the platform, the plagiaristic Miss Betty. It's good to hear you. It's good to see you tonight. Look at her. She threw her head back. You was reading all my poems last night, Miss Betty.
What you accuse me of?
I love you. I'm poking fun tonight. It's the frames. Forgive me. It's the frames. Was somebody trying to say something? I felt like I was over talking somebody.
I was just gonna say thank you all for the family for coming in last night. I really, really appreciate. Yep, to the highest.
We love you, and it was so awesome.
We love you, Miss Betty. It was.
And Miss Betty, it was such an honor to be by your side last night reading his. You are an inspiration as much as anybody else can be.
Franco. Oh, Jenna, oh, that's you. Hey, I love you.
Well, you know I love you, and your voice is so sweet. It's just, honey and maple syrup ain't got nothing on you, honey.
Mm-mm-mm.
All right.
All right, Mr. Franco, don't come in here to start nothing now. Don't start nothing. You was already cutting up last night. Behave yourself.
Now, hold on. Everybody is in love with Miss Betty, and that's just a fact she accepts.
Mike up.
I love it, man. I love it. Yeah. You got to raise your hand back. You dropped down. But matter of fact, I think I got you in the list. The list has been sent to me. So those who have raised your hand, if your hand get lowered, I still have you in position thanks to my amazing co-host and her beautiful eyes. She is making sure that she keeps me on top of my game tonight. So again, let's show some love to Whisper Poet one more time.
Hey,
Whisper.
all right, Whisper Poet. And hey, Kendra.
Hey, Kendra, I didn't even see you sneak in here, love. Good to see you tonight.
Y'all, this is a room.
All right, hey y'all.
And for those who are just joining, such as yourself, we're with the framework tonight. Tonight we're wearing our specs, we're wearing our shades, we're wearing our sexy reader glasses. So whatever you have that suits the occasion, please throw on your frames and join the family. And if not, it's fine. You know, we still love you and we still embrace you for who you are. With that being said, y'all all please open up your hearts and your mics and welcome the other half of tonight's presentation. I wouldn't be able to hold this space without her at my side. I'm honored to have such a beautiful talent and spirit that I have in this woman and a companion. So y'all please show some love to the amazing gifted.
Gifted. Yeah.
Gifted.
Yeah.
She talented. She is gifted.
Oh, bless y'all hearts. Bless y'all little hearts. Hey, everybody. All right. C Santos. Okay. Oh, good. Okay. Thank you, Jane. All right. C Santos, let me know because you're next, babe. All right. And we're gonna keep this thing rolling. I've been writing, y'all. I'm so excited. I got new shit.
New shit.
I was about to say, thank you, Miss Zany. Thank you.
New shit, new shit, new shit.
No.
I got to meet Miss Zany a couple weeks ago.
Oh, I'm glad. That's amazing. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
I seen y'all at the festival. I thought that was pretty cool. Come on with the new art.
Listen, I know a lot of y'all stop calling shit, but I like it. I like it. It's new ink, and it's new shit. It's new all the way around. Means my pen is working, so I'm excited. All right, even if y'all not. All right, here we go. Oh, I gotta take the shades off. See you later. All right, this piece is called "The Parts That Are Free." Smelling the sweet aroma of life is what I miss the most. A whiff here and there will never compare to taking it all in so freely. COVID temporarily robbed me of that, but I'm still here, bereft of the fragrance to harvest the nectar of the flowers, contending with challenges, fighting the shadows of our past. No recollection of the words give up or give in. At times broken, but not beaten. Strength of 100 wild horses with purpose over my obstacles. Winning. Winning because yesterday wasn't my last breath. Autumn leaves change and will fall just because. A walk in the park at dawn, cool breeze upon my cheeks, seeing the sun set as it does, and the moon taking its place in the midst of it all, and I get to witness its sprawl. Beauty of the world happens by and large, toes spread wide, frolicking in a field of the greenest pastures you've ever seen. In a symphony orchestra backgrounds our canvas, immersive musical instruments, string, percussions and flutes, lively, sparkling, unison, striking, rattling, and graceful sounds harmonize in a hypnotic tone. An array of resounding sounds. And I'm humming. La 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 la, la la, la 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 means the sweetest sound you could ever hear, canceling out every dark that I ever inherited, every mask covering sentiment. I am still here, reintroducing all of the fragments that makes us whole, breathing in a new essence of air, energizing my soul, inhaling, exhaling, walking, seeing, and living. Sometimes I forget to appreciate the parts of me while trying to smell the aroma of life that was robbed from me. That's that piece.
Okay, Gifted. Okay, I hear you.
Thank
I
you,
love
Eric.
that. Just the sentiment where you talked about appreciating. I get to appreciate me. Like that's yeah. You know, I'm all on self-love, self-love. It's beautiful piece, beautiful piece.
Thank you. All right, y'all. This next piece I wrote yesterday. This really new. New ink.
New shit.
All right.
New
There you
shit.
go. Thank you. New shit. I don't know what I want to call it, but right now I call it Chasing Your Arms Again. Light years from anywhere near your hands, miles from the hold in your arms. The only embrace is the grip of our devices and clasp of each other's seized expressions. In between the static, silence, trains awaken fond memories. Wind chimes blow, leaves rustle, babbling brooks soothe and unfold of the last cuddle in a bosom of my warmth that you so easily savored. Hard days confine our time, detain our escape, and still the next welcome copulation. So relax the weary of your day. Drop your strong. No need to be careful with your heart. Place me on the sink and allow the reverb of my voice to release your rejoice. Softly, I whisper, Rest your armor, my dear. Think of the water droplets as me showering you with my love. Wetness covers you. Feeling of all the desires swelters the impulse of your lung. Craving the intimate allure of our skin, sponging with intention, melting the decay of your day. Take me in your ear until our light years exchange. Lathers in my hands meet your moisture once again. That's that
Girl,
beat.
girl, y'all need to shut this Zoom down and never mind. Let me be quiet.
What? I need a morning after pill. I need a morning after pill. What?
I'm saying when little sister is in the room, like y'all doing too much.
Look, what you mean, y'all? I mean,
Okay, well she's doing too much. Wits, okay.
look,
What did I do?
look,
First she's
Come
saying
out the sink. And
sorry.
I mean, I'm just like, okay, I just need to go into the other room here.
Lord.
I'm blushing as hell. She took the frames off to make sure that I understood, right? I was listening to the first poem, and I said, okay, she's talking about me. Um, I know you wasn't, but I still found myself in your verse when you said
Yeah.
when you was talking about the moon, um, being present to be in the sprawl of the moon or something like that. I lost the line because that second poem just like overshadowed everything. Like, you got me choked up over here. I need something to quench my thirst. But yeah, that was fire. That was
I
fire.
said I get to see the moon takes its place as it should, and I get to witness its sprawl, is what I said.
Yeah, and that was the part I was talking about. You get to witness this sprawl and the lines that came after that. You had a few lines after that that I actually found myself in, but that's neither here nor there. That second piece, we have to talk about that second piece.
Okay.
That part.
Mr.
Absolutely.
Mr. Witz.
Yes.
So you see, if you notice, you can't see my face, huh? Because I'm in my room silently hating on you too. I'm just hating. I'm trying my best not to do that, but I'm over just hating. So you don't need to see my face, even though I have my shades on. And you say that poem was written for you. So I have a poem. If you guys don't mind, can I step up to the plate and read this poem?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, let's finish. Let's give up. I'm sorry.
You heard it last night, but I want to do it because Gift is in here. I want to do it for both of y'all.
Well, we're not gonna stop.
Is this the dipping into my? No, never mind. I'll let you go. I'm gonna let you go.
So if you guys don't mind, the folks who waiting in the queue, do y'all mind if I step up to the plate and read this poem? Because it do be good.
I highly doubt it. I don't think nobody minds, and I'm overwhelmed.
So I'm gonna do like Coach.
The floor is yours.
So okay, Gippy, put on your glasses, young lady. I have mine on. You dip your toes in my darkness as if it was cold, but you got caught up in the magic your brain couldn't behold. As your ankles slipped under tepid waters, suddenly a tingling of heat rises to a scalding degree. Mr. Witz, a sensation burning pulls, tugs your abdomen, legs, head, your whole being in. Hot waters, never to regurgitate you ever again. Next time, try dipping your fingers in. One love, y'all.
Damn. I'm sorry.
Listen.
They were supposed to beep that part.
Look.
I I am so glad we got her to do that yesterday. That just floored me. I was like, you did what with your you dipping? What and what?
You dip the
Love it.
toes and then you go to the fingers.
Now,
And her
now, Miss
dog.
Betty, are you trying
And her
to,
dog.
is this poem trying to be conversion therapy on me or something?
Oh God, I love it. I love it. I love it.
Y'all,
I
how
love it.
freaking
I love
wonderful is
it.
it that we have a lady of Mama Betty's stature being so sensual
Yes.
and sexy? Like, how freaking awesome is that?
Yes.
That is freaking fantastic.
Yes, it is.
Yeah,
I
I love it.
agree.
I love it. I loved it. Oh, thank you, Nemo.
My face is so red right now.
Mama Betty, you need to put your contacts in the chat, because like anybody that sees this on the internet, you're gonna have young men messaging you like, come cook for me, please.
Well, you guys, I'm still alive and I'm still blessed.
Amen. Amen.
Blessed to have my memory, so such is life, huh?
Man, you better speak on it.
Yes.
You better speak on it. I love it. I love it. I love to see you in this light, in this space. And thank you for sharing that piece. And not only sharing it, but putting me in it. I love to hear my name within those lines. Just powerful. Look, I'm red. I'm red in the face right now. Underneath all this chocolate, I'm red.
I'm glad. Give it how you feel.
Who asked me how I feel?
Me?
I feel good. I feel real good.
You better say that. Look, and something about the way you said that, just to express how good you feel like that. We're going to have a conversation after this live. I'm going to stay up for an extra 35, 45 minutes just for you.
Thank you all. Thank you, Miss Betty. I really like that piece. It's one part that I was, I ain't really like that part, but I like it for the most part. That's my piece. No.
What? Jane left us. She said she had to leave.
Oh, did she? Oh,
Yes,
okay.
she did.
Oh, we love you, Jane. Thank you.
Before
Thank you
she
for staying.
left, she made sure she put in the comments that somebody's committing an act of plagiarism. So yeah,
That's hilarious.
That was a great good night. So big love to Jane. Y'all please show some love to the combination one more time of Gifted Johnson Wilkerson and Mama Betty.
Y'all.
Gifted, Mama Betty.
That was super dope. All right. As we continue on with the evening, y'all please open up your hearts and your mics and show some love to see Santos the Vampires.
Hey,
I think I like the Vampires.
Yeah.
Santos!
I wasn't gonna read, but I'll read anyway. Just gonna shift the mood a little bit. I apologize in advance. I don't have any new shit until tomorrow. I only got old shit right now. So I'll read y'all some old shit. Dear God, I am falling. What do I do? Everything is crumbling. I cannot stand. I cannot breathe. It hurts to move. It hurts to be. Breathe life into me, Lord. I feel so dead inside, lifeless yet awake. You show me your love. You show me your blessings and joy. Why is it so easy for me to disobey and so hard to listen to everything you have to say? I can hear your whisper. My thoughts are getting dark. I try to follow the rainbow you have set out for me on display. Still, I can't help but turn away. I am sick, Lord. I want to die. How many times have I cried to you, I don't want this life? Please, Lord, show me your light. Even though I want to give up, here I stand and here I continue to fight. Okay, that's poem number 1. And poem number 2, many of y'all, whoop, I lost it. Many of y'all have heard this, but it's been a while. My favorite insult growing up was, "You're as fat as a house," even though you never made our house feel like a home. 5 floors, white walls, 1 bedroom, 3 boys, 1 girl, and you. Cold glares, snarky stares, broken. Still, I took an interest. A small sponge watching every move you make. I learned if you are thin, the world gets handed to you on a silver plate because women do not deserve gold. Boys will be boys, while girls must be a slave to the home. My very first bully wasn't at school. It was you. You're as fat as a house, body as wide as a male's ego, body as big as a skinny body's entitlement, ass as thick as pretty face skinny girl privilege. You tried so hard to make sure confidence did not exist in my bones, and for a while it worked. Walking down the street, head down, covered up, always hating the skin I had to live in because you never made me feel safe. I may look the way I look, but at least my body matches my heart. Always saying, God this and God doesn't like that, as if God didn't just hear you slander your grandkid. Because according to you, heaven doesn't exist if you're big. Hell is where you will go. I wonder where saints like you end up because you always seem to be alone. While this fat body attracts friends everywhere I go. It is a sin to be this size. Meanwhile, we have places making 50-inch pizzas and 13-pound cannolis. If I take a bite, I am disgusting. If a skinny person takes that same size bite, they are considered sexy. Haven't you heard? Diabetes is only for big people. Even though the diabetics I know aren't even close to my size. You watch for sugars and specific foods, jealousy in your eyes. As I try to eat this bagel with cheese guilt-free, with your voice in my ear saying, you're too big to eat. You're as fat as a house, as if that one line is supposed to motivate me. Barking orders, eat healthy, as you place pork chops with mashed potatoes as you place pork chops with mashed potatoes in front of me with no greens, not even a single salad leaf. But you know, eat healthily. You challenge my differences and imperfections by trying to break me down like a box in the rain, soaked, soggy, an object to walk on your feet, an object to walk on so your feet don't get wet as I hold the umbrella over your head. You look at me as if I'm unworthy, a body to hide under long sleeve shirts, brown corduroy pants, because not even the sun was allowed to love me. In 90-degree summer heat at the beach, I was barely a teen. I bought my first swimsuit as an adult, bright red, white polka dots, a swimsuit dress that went above the knees. My first time feeling feminine at the beach. Sun-kissed face, a gentle breeze blowing, a moment of peace before mentally hearing, you're as fat as a house, because to you being fat means being unworthy of feeling pretty. Damn this beautiful swimsuit I only wore once before it disappeared like a faded memory. Never again seen by the ocean's kiss or the sun's smile. Damned me for loving my fat body. Damned you for having to check your high cholesterol on your small size frame. While your same doctor is amazed, a person of my size is healthy, active, smiling as white as my frame. Disappointed because that doctor cannot blame my weight. I am as big as my soul, arms wide with a welcoming embrace, art on my walls, a freedom to be you without the disgrace and distaste, a home full of love, something you've never been able to reciprocate. My body is my home. These curves love and are loved by me. Rose for cuddling, thighs for keeping my significant other warm, hips for dancing on beat, ass jiggling between the sheets. Despite your need to make me feel ashamed, while you obsess over your intake, the old school Weight Watchers way. Thank you.
Let's go. I love that piece. Both pieces, actually. That was good work.
See, I remember when you first started that poem and you just grow into it and lean into it and just bring more fire. And it's such an amazing message. I love it every time I hear it.
Thank you. Thank you.
See, we love you. I just know you know that. I hope you know that with all your heart. We are all spirits inside of our vessels, and you know, no two of us are built the same. Everybody has a uniqueness about them, and it has to be some of the most painful things to deal with when um, ones you love try to smother you in their emotions and you know suffocate the life of you. You know, I put down a few lines that you said that were powering, very powerful, and I just want to share some of them with you. Lord, show me your light. Um, a small sponge taking in all your weight. The skin I had to live in, a sin to be this size. Um, all powerful rights. A lot of expression in that pen right there. And I'm glad that you didn't allow those those someone that talk down on you to keep you from elevating to who you are today. So I love you, and I'm glad that you continue to be a great person.
Thank you. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
So y'all show some love for C. Santos time.
Woo!
Let's go see.
Amazing work. Love you.
And know that you are so powerful that even before you came into the screen, you inspired the energy of tonight with everyone wearing their frames. So that's just um, a small crumb of how powerful you are. So continue to be that. Continue to be that.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Like, that means everything to me. Thank you.
You're so welcome. With that being said, y'all please keep that energy flowing. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics and welcome Miss Zany.
Woo!
Let's go, Miss Zany.
Hello, Miss Sadie.
Hey.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello, hello, hey, hi, howdy, howdy. Hey, Miss Betty. Alrighty. So, just a couple of, keeping things. First and foremost, if you see a cat rolling around that decides to get on my screen, I am currently house and pet sitting. Do not mind her. She just would love some of my attention. first and foremost. And second of all, let me plug this in so that I can read my poem. I'm going to read a poem, and then we're going to go into a haiku break. And here we go. So this particular piece I have yet to read out loud, and it's currently in its editing stages. So I don't know if I would call it new shit or old shit or whatever. It's I ended up writing it as I was, what was I doing? The last therapist that I had, I told her I was a poet, and she inspired me to write this poem. And so this is called Mason Jar of Fireflies. Really? Really? Okay. She keeps a mason jar full of subjects I don't say out loud. And as the issues come along, I am having a hard time of being proud to utter the words of my past as a child. I would hide behind my loving smile. Okay, and now I see where I need to actually, I'm going to keep on going. Little does anyone know, one subconscious grows from the first 7 years of being conscious, and if not healed, it does grow. And as a girl, I would love to catch fireflies. I caught one where I was born unwanted, yet was forced on this plane as a human being. Caught another one at 2, possibly sexually abused, hugging my mom's leg, reeling. There was another one where my parents filed for divorce. Another for the move-in with my grandparents, of course. Then I saw a group of them. I thought they were easy to catch. Here are the ones I caught in one batch. Catching chicken pox was never fun. Didn't smile on Santa's lap at 4, too bad I couldn't run. Moved into my childhood home at 5. And there have been moments prior to leaving that home where I'm surprised I survived. Was constantly teased. I just couldn't people please. As a kid in school, I was even called a bitch by my so-called best friend because I wasn't cool. The scars from a Rottweiler are still there. My chance to showcase a dance at International Day where my mom thought I disappeared. Wanted to model as a kid and was told I needed to lose weight. Covered a scar from cooking with boiled water so that my mom would not be irate. She keeps a mason jar full of fireflies that I have so far that light up my subconscious beliefs. As I put the lid to hold on how much they have lit up my life, I pass it to her for some relief. To wake up the next day and discover they had died. I was supposed to poke holes on the lid to keep them alive. At some point, I was supposed to let them go, yet I let them die inside. I buried them in my guilt and shame. I myself could not stop the blame for holding on tight with closed hands to the memories that scar me for the rest of my days. No one seems to understand. And that's that piece.
That was beautifully expressed. I also love the title too. That was deep.
It was, Zany.
Thank you.
That's the presentation too.
I miss that therapist a lot. And not to dwell into that terribly too much, I had to leave that therapist, and that was by no fault of hers. I briefly ended up relocating back to my hometown of Spartanburg, South Carolina. And once you do that, at least with therapy online and what have you, your particular therapist has to be able to provide you with therapy in said state. And so when I left to go back to South Carolina for a brief stint, she could no longer be my therapist. And it broke my heart. Anywho, now we have your haiku break brought to you by the letter A. This is the second anthology that I have had the honor to be a part of. I am going to read you some new and some old-ish haiku that I have written, however, have yet to share. I will be keeping this brief. Okay. So, haiku. And I probably shared this before, but I'm going to share this one more time. Teaching people how to regulate emotions is crime prevention. Scary thing about life, monsters are created and we all have one. To worry never takes away tomorrow's threats, only today's peace. This one's dedicated to my loving people here in New Mexico, where I currently will be for just a few more days longer. Roadrunner, perched on New Mexican wall, missed my shot on camera. So picture Wiley Coyote with the fork and knife. That's me with a camera. Roadrunners do exist. And my last one. Cookie Monster shoves sweet treats in mouth with lust, has yet to savor it. That is your haiku break. If you're interested in purchasing haiku magnet, and this is the last one that I have before I make a new batch. This one's quiet the chatter, breathe through nose, out through mouth, as many as needed. This is a brief meditation directions. I am selling those. Follow me on Instagram if you're not already for more.
So dope. Y'all please open up your mics and show some love to Miss Danny.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Awesome.
You.
Miss Danny, I gotta go back to that first piece. First of all, you captured us all at hello, meaning the title. Mason jar full of fireflies. And then it was kind of like the fireflies represented the light bulbs, the red flags, um, the things that kind of alerted you and kept and held you at some point in life. Um, that piece is just phenomenal. I think you say you're still working it. I don't know what more you need to do to it, but when you finish with it and have it in the perfect form that you want it to be, I can't wait to hear it again. Very, very powerful and inspiring work. Right. Thank you for that. Thank you for it.
Thank you for letting me share it.
Yes, indeed. We love you.
I love you guys too.
You're so full of energy. Like even with this small description of you telling us to be aware of the cat running around and everything, just brought light into the room. So just keep being the beautiful spirit that you are as well. We need that in this world.
Thank you, Mr. Witz.
You're welcome. Y'all show some love for Miss Zaney one more time.
Hey.
That was great.
Yes.
Awesome. And while y'all in the giving moment, in the giving mood, please continue to keep your hearts and your mics open and welcome General Lissimo.
Thank you, sir.
Generalissimo.
Hey,
Thank you, Mr. Woods. And I just want to say, Miss Zaney, you have a beautiful sense of self. With that first poem is really special. I can't wait to hear it again and again and again. I think it's going to be it's an amazing piece now, but you're going to make it into something really special. So I have 2 poems and 2 haikus. The first poem is called Why Roller Coasters Need Surge Protectors. Every once in a while, I write a love poem about a past love. I read it over and over in silence till I read it aloud, which makes me both laugh and cry. Because all romances are like roller coasters or maybe log rides that splash water on me to dampen the adrenaline that surges through my being from the lightest touch of a fingertip or the gentlest of kisses. But every touch and kiss can't last forever. And every love poem is about history, which retells memories. And remembering history reminds us roller coasters have long, creaky uphills and downhills that take our breath away. And if we survive the loop-de-loops, we experience dizziness that feels like the morning after drinking too much tequila. A love poem can feel like a down featherbed with satin sheets until I read it aloud, then it becomes a straw mattress on a dirt floor after being kidnapped by a Colombian drug gang, which reminds me a love poem can be a love poem and a hurt poem at the same time. And all roller coasters and log rides are rides we wait in long lines to experience, but must always come to an end. I have 2 new haikus that I wrote today. The first one, a dandelion in full fluff never believes he'll be blown away. The second one, after summer leaves, autumn convinces the trees to drop their leaves. And on that note, this is an older poem called Falling Free. They are yellow, red, orange, green, and brown. They are maroon, rust, ochre, umber, goldenrod, burnt sienna, and sunshine. They are paprika, turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, cardamom, and mace. They are mustard, ketchup, barbecue sauce, and salsa. They are melted processed cheese product atop blue tortilla chips with avocado, purple olives, red onion, and electric orange habaneros. They are every color in a carrot cake. They are a swirl of melted milk chocolate and pureed raspberries. They are Mother Nature performing a striptease, these autumn leaves. Thank you.
Y'all open your mics and show some love for General Lissimo. Again, phenomenal feature last night too.
Beautiful.
Yes.
That was beautiful.
I love that.
Forming a striptease. What? Yes.
I love that first poem. Hearing it again is just even that much more better. Appreciate that.
I like that haiku with the leaves. That was pretty dope. And the last poem too.
Yeah, I like that haiku too.
Yes,
Brilliant
both
haikus.
inspired. General Lissimo, do you by chance have your frames on tonight?
Have my frames?
Yes, you know, tonight we're representing all the frames.
I don't know. You're talking like glasses?
Yes.
I do not have any glasses on tonight. No.
Okay, we still love you. I just was trying to see if I had you in the circle because I would like to get you on the screen if you did. But either way, brother, thank you for your share tonight. And again, phenomenal works last evening.
Gracias.
Indeed. Yeah, I'll show some love for General Lissimo one more time.
Real quick, now I want him to run back
I'm
the
sorry.
line. I said, real quick, can he run back the line that said a love poem can feel like a down feather or a feather and then like dirt? That line.
Hold on one second. I gotta pull
Love that line. And yeah, you had great work tonight and last night.
Yeah, a love poem can feel like a down feather bed with satin sheets until I read it aloud, then it becomes a straw mattress on a dirt floor after being kidnapped by a Colombian drug gang, which reminds me a love poem can be a love poem and a hurt poem at the same time.
What?
Mm.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Thank you. Thank you. Brilliant ink.
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. Thank you for recanting that. Again, y'all show some love for General Lissimo, please.
Woo!
Hey.
Bellissimo.
So dope.
That's what's up. Let's keep that energy up. Y'all welcome to the platform, the phenomenal Kels.
Let's go, Kales.
Hells.
Yes.
Hi, everybody. Okay. All right. The first one I'm gonna do is one that I've read before, but I'm in this space, so I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna do a new one that I've been working on. First one is called Can Do. Your departure gutted me. Now a guardian in another realm, fishing in streams of delight. Before you left, you burned into my flesh and wrapped me in inspiration, laced my thoughts with affirmations and toiled tirelessly to weave me hope, plagued me with bitter illusion. No idea that peace was at the doorstep. We both thought there was more time. We both thought being stubborn to the silver lining was the right thing. Now the grainy sands of gratitude overflow in my hands. Bless the day we met. I could barely stand, barely breathe, barely gather the seeds to plant the grief. You would hate that I didn't. I promised to grow a new thing, be different, water the garden, be the sun, find a reason. I stopped at reasons, started to question them. In fact, me and the reasons do battle daily. They seem to win. They fight me in my sleep, stand at the foot of my bed, waiting for me to wake. I'm not afraid to admit that I distract myself with nonsense. But most everything is nonsense, especially that you left. Poem. And the second piece is called Four Letter. FUCK SHITDAMNLOVE. Can't get into you, inside your heart, beside you. I'm behind you all the way, but love is too much for what I see, not enough for what I mean. I can't use it. If I let it leave my lips, it would feel like I pulled the plug on a drain. My heart skips a beat. And what does that mean? What is love sick? Can't catch my breath. I'm choking. If I can't see you, it feels like nothing else is worth seeing. I think that makes me demented. Tell me something. Are you drugs? See, I don't do them, but if you were, I'd probably do them. Don't want to go to sleep because I don't want to miss you. In my dreams, I hope to see you. I wake up and where are you? The air tastes like your scent. Either it's too much or I blame my nose for not being wide enough. Trying to think of how else to get closer to you, more than by my side. I'm warped, swapping my name in scribbles, coming to your job with lunch, saying, I don't want to eat with you. I just want to be with you. Check in for love notes, up on cloud 9, hoping that I never come in for final approach. I've tattooed you on my soul. And yeah, that's poetic, but it's more painful than it is poetic, but at least more romantic than it is dramatic. You alter me, and that creates chemical trauma, endorphins and serotonin and cortisol, making me biologically haywire. It feels like a limb being ripped from me watching you leave. Seconds peel off me like psychedelic layers. I stand outside in shorts in cold weather, no lotion, to talk to you. Hair reaching for the heavens, 'cause it's better reception. Strangers passing, wondering what's the matter. Whispering, but I don't listen to them. I listen to you. I play back your energy like lectures, written, studied, tested. FUCKSHITDAMNLOVE is a 4-letter word. Poem.
Damn.
Shit, Kels, that was
All I can say. My God.
Wow.
beautiful.
Wow.
Mm.
Thanks, guys.
That was beautiful.
There's so much in there, Kel. I threw a bunch of lines that I was able to capture um, in the chat. Um, Powerful writes, both pieces. Freaking phenomenal. Freaking phenomenal.
Mama C, your pen is toxic. It's amazing. And like Miss Bessie said, shit. your
It
your
feel like that
wordplay,
sometime, right?
your wordplay is amazing. When you said chemical, I said, wait a minute, this shit I've never known you to I was sleeping on you. I'm awake now, baby. Miss Betty said, shit. And I'm gonna say it again. That was amazing. That was beautiful. And the way your the projection in your tone, it made it just that much more lethal. I enjoyed your pieces. It was amazing. Amazing, Mama Secret.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, the delivery is definitely superb. Definitely.
Thank you so much.
And that's what's up. Y'all keep pouring into each other. Kels, make sure you go into the chat and get that love that's sitting there for you. For those who have just joined tonight, we are representing the glass work, the frame. So as you look across the screen, you may see quite a few of us with our glasses on, whether they be shades, reading glasses, what have you. So if you would like to join in that, please go snatch up your frames and join us in the space. Kels, you got frames on tonight. Can we see your beautiful face?
I do not have frames on, but please accept my glasses picture as frames and pretend that they're shaded.
Yeah, we will take that. We'll definitely take that. I'm not trying to put nobody on the spot. I'm just trying to get as many as I can, so that when we do watch the playback, it'll be a joyous moment that we can share and that we can all pride in. So we'll embrace that. Again, y'all show some love for Kels and her phenomenal works.
Brilliant read, Kels. Brilliant.
Beautiful.
it was beautiful.
It's beautiful, Kels. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Mama. Thank you so much for sharing with us tonight
Good
and for
night.
coming prepared. You look nice in your
Good
We
frame.
night.
love you, Mama Betty. We love
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for letting me cut the line too.
Love.
One love.
Anytime. Anytime. All right. With that being said, y'all keep that energy flowing. Open up your hearts and your minds for this, the dynamic poet. Y'all show some love for CP Mays.
Woo!
CP Mays in the house.
Whoop, whoop.
Let's go.
We can't hear you.
That's it. I can fire a machine gun, but I can't get myself off mute. Here we go. It seems like sometimes I'd rather go Dutch on a blind date dinner with the devil and never mind it. Damn it, damage, I'm famished. Hey waitress, can we split the check please? I ordered the toasted mustard seeds on a burning bush salad, 3 Holy Trinity cocktails, and what the fuck about Mary Magdalene's, some cucumber water and a bowl of manna as an appetizer, 2 slices of Eton Garden apple pie with ice cream covered in the blood of Christ, a cup of the struggle is cold as hell, hold the ice, and if you don't mind, can I get a small to-go plate for all of my leftover faith? I hate to see all of God's good grace simply go to waste. Balling on a John the Baptist budget I still can't afford to pay. High rise, high price rent on an apartment God complex in the sky. I'm so tired of refinancing my faith. Tired of being held responsible for high interest rates and the upkeep it takes to raise prayers like property value for a house of the Lord, just so the Son of Man and child of God can attend top-tier public and private Sunday schools. Jesus told me that the book of Revelations is just a story about hell on earth when heaven was in rehab. The gates of heaven and hell are in desperate need of home repairs for they and them, you know, them and they ain't afford above gentrifying God for the sake of whose religious faith has a dick big enough to be called great. You can't piss on my head and tell me it's rain, for I still gotta come up with my first and last month's sins before I get the keys to enter the gates of heaven again. Get the okay to move in all of these boxes. I've put God in hell. I've had to pawn all of my special collector edition egos, damn near liquidate all of my savings, my soul, and my personal accounts of let me tell you about how good God is. Damn near emptied out all of my 401 I ain't okay investments in stocks I had in collection plates. Damn near lost all of my startup capital I would use to buy my way back into heaven. Sadly, the older I get, the more likely my miracles will be on Medicare. Sadly, the most likely I'm gonna have to choose between being able to afford prescription scriptures or food to feed my soul, because by the time my body is ready for retirement, the cost of living Christ-like on a fixed income will make it hard for our prayers to pay for sins or keep the lights on at the end of all of our tunnels. Going Dutch on a blind date dinner with the devil. Oh. Okay. That's been a long time since I read that.
Preach,
All right.
preacher.
Yeah, here's another one. Woo. The Root. Tell me forever, how the fuck am I supposed to pick up my pissed off past when it's passed out from picking fights with purgatory? Similarly strung out, half hung over from half pints of hallelujahs, I was born in between broken bourbon bottles and busted out brake lights. My dreams are as wild as my sex drive. My nightmares are as horrific as an ego's eviction notice when your heart's too broke to cover the Saint safety deposit box that futures the forever your soul will lie in. Life's truly a bitch, but when she's out of my life, I know I'm a misser. Mirrors whisper, it's not your fault, it's mine, behind my back. I'm not sorry that up until now I failed at dying. I am that karma keeps G-string stripping down to the French kiss of my own failure. I parade my soul around like it doesn't make nightly special guest appearances at pity parties hosted by myself. Like it doesn't stay up late playing liquor in the front, poker in the back. Angry is the hospital I was born in. Devil motherfuck you was the sport I was playing the first time I broke my arm. The second time I broke my angel's wing, it was in the exact same place. Everyone else was playing hide and go seek. I was playing Satan hide heaven and I'ma go fucking fetch it, the trunk. My boogeyman sleeps in boy-cut shorts and has a backside that can raise the dead. She knows the seat of my soul is composed of sober love letters held together by drunken scotch on the rocks tape. The sound of sangria saying, where's your fucking pride, May's rest? The sound of me sleeping peacefully next to some pussy. It's the only love song I haven't been able to memorize yet. It's the reason why I can count the number of women I've loved on one hand. Here, sniff it. If you smell them, you can smell them all at once. They smell like coffee. And I like my coffee. I like my coffee the same way I like my women. French press steeped in heat till I'm ready to silky smooth sip sexy right out of their sweet coffee. Like I like my women, destined to spill everywhere down my throat when things get a little bumpy. I like my coffee the same way I like my women, strong with a good shot of whiskey in them. And I like my whiskey the same way I like my one night stands, not too cheap, with an ego that's not too expensive. The leaves. My catharsis can clear out the church pews. Madman metaphor mumblings kept the demons from seeing me coming, so pardon me, pastor, but the scripture in my pulse needs to stand up and testify. I've shit, shaved, showered, bathed, borrowed, and broken brainstorms from Beelzebub, pitched tits and tenants because my rhetoric needed to cop rental property, back to back in hell so many times in one day that the last time was the goddamn day I stepped out of hell and the ground got fucking lighter. Hey, pride, some fights I pick with myself I lose on purpose for no other reason than to say, Maze, fuck you, heartbeat. This isn't puppy love. I'm a pit bull off its leash. It's an Ernest Hemingway quote. Never mistake motion for action, the forest for the trees. Lifetime, I've unraveled lifelines via virtues and sins. Idiot savant with tattooed skin. I am Stephen Hawking with the pen. Poem. Thank y'all.
Come on, CP. Y'all, please open up your mics and show some love.
God damn it, never mistake movement for action.
CP.
Thank y'all for everyone who showed up at the feature Friday. It really meant a lot. Real talk.
You are amazing, sir.
I'm trying to get there.
Crazy.
Dude, I need IV fluids after that. I don't even know.
Listen, I need an IV. He said, sniff it. Yes, guy.
Thank you.
Yeah, the feature was phenomenal, bro.
Appreciate it.
Definitely was fire to see you exchanging. And that was the first time I got to bear witness to your queen. So for you to share that space with her was everything. That was like breath, breathing life into me, bro. So you know,
appreciate it, man.
As well as hope for me and mine. So that was dope.
And I did want to say, just to not take away from the comments to me, shout outs to Generalissimo for actually being on camera. I thought he was from like the Middle East. that spoke French with a dialect of hood. I didn't know what Generalissimo looked like. And then the
Right,
first time I seen him on screen, I was like, oh, I got a face with the voice. So
indeed,
shout outs to Generalissimo for showing up on the camera. I was so enthralled. So yeah.
indeed, that was super dope too. And watching them exchange last night, and that was the first time I ever put a face to the
Yeah.
voice as well. So I think that was pretty prominent.
But yeah, thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Yeah. Please make sure you visit the chat.
We'll do.
Myself as well as others have put down some fireworks that we received from you. Um, to share within those moments, man. Keep pushing your pen, keep pushing your craft, bro.
Trying to pimp pin or die, baby. That's it. So
Love it.
yeah.
Love it.
Thank y'all.
Indeed. Y'all show some love one more time. The CP made.
Woo! Amazing read, CP.
That was so crazy.
Yes.
That's what's up. Let's keep this energy up. We got a few more artists, and I want to make sure that they receive this love and energy as well. Good night, Kendra, K. Michelle. Thank you so much for tapping in with us tonight. It's always a pleasure to share space with you, sis. That being said, y'all please open up your hearts and your minds and welcome Escape Artists.
Woo! Let's go, Escape.
Thanks, everyone. So both of these are new. One of them is not finished. One of them, where is it? Okay, here we go. The first one's pretty heavy. So here we go. A word can be defined as a unit of language consisting of one or more spoken sounds or the written representation that serve as the beholder of meaning. There's an estimate of over 1 million words in the English language. When a mother is lost, there are no amount of words to provide comfort, to help you understand how life continues. The dictionary on your tongue renders useless. The muscles in your jaw cease to exist, leaving it a hanging dead branch on a tree. The pain travels directly to the pen, and suddenly I am no longer a poet. I am a child again, learning how to make meaning of my sound and purpose of my steps. The Reaper puts his hands on my shoulder, says I can put down my fiddle, stop bargaining. If I ground up all the bones of all the skeletons in my closet, it wouldn't be enough to fill up your hourglass. They call it wasting disease, where death eats away at your tissues from the inside out, the same way wasp larvae steals life from a caterpillar. There is no disappointment greater than stuffing hope in a cocoon and praying for a butterfly effect to change the present, only to emerge neither as moth nor butterfly, but a creature of defeat. And it's contagious, the endoparasitism. Such a loss creates an infection of depression so severe, death creeps into your thoughts, creates a host out of you. At some point, living becomes a dream, wishing for a day the pain will fade away, how it jumps from body to pen, unable to resuscitate your hemorrhaging heart with even the faintest line of expression. Words become null. Even if your body was made of syllables, what good would they do in the absence of your birthplace? In the void of your universe, sorrow finds home in my voice now, with the echo of your vacancy in my smile. A million words becoming a casket of gibberish, desperately seeking a unit of language to serve as a meaning, to serve as the beholder of meaning. How could you possibly assign definition to the aftermath of death? That's the first one. Ooh, and this one I just wrote literally like now. Well,
the show was going on, so I didn't finish it. But here we go. It takes all 19 bones to grip these verses, and the remaining 8 to bring them to life. My hands were made for birth, wrists strong enough to wrangle wild bulls. Sometimes it feels the same, holding on to dear life, both like a mother and a reaper. Takes 34 muscles to crush the demons and nurture the child, exercising power and precision, to breathe ink, to breathe life into ink and death into monsters, while all 3 nerves build imagination, to experience touch, temperature, pain, and pressure. I use these ligaments to stabilize these tools as I sculpt them into keepsakes, gift them to dead trees so they don't die in vain. Unleash the stories trapped in the grain. Takes the entire network of bones, muscles, nerves, connective tissues, and blood vessels, both to kill a villain and build a vision. I'm not done with that one. I'm still working on that one, but I like where it's going, and I like to read my unfinished pieces. So it helps me figure it out. But yeah, thanks.
Wow, wow, wow. Y'all show some love, please, to the Escape artists.
Escape.
Both amazing.
Love your
Yes.
work.
Wow.
Love it.
It's just was so much to grab from in there. Just was captivated by the way you delivered those messages that I wasn't able to write in the chat what I wanted to, but so much in those works, so much. The first one was so heartfelt. I think we could all find that pain, um, especially to anyone um, whose mother, their first God, is no longer here with them. So, and then the second one, the the expressing the purpose of your hands from giving birth to creating magic um, in your art, whichever creative form that may be, whether it's poetry, painting, or knitting. Just phenomenal, just phenomenal. Keep pushing your pen, keep pushing your art. We celebrate you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So y'all show some love one more time to Escape artists.
Woo! Miss Escape, read your messages, Mama Caesar. I've sent you a message, okay?
I sent you one too, but I don't know if you ever responded because I had to step out.
Like in the chat?
I sure did.
Oh, I haven't been checking the chat. Sorry. I'm gonna go back and check it now.
Okay.
Yes, please check the chat. A lot of times there's love and support given in there that isn't voiced, so we miss it. But yes, everyone, please revisit the chat. If you shared, but just being in this space, I'm sure there's something in there for us. With that being said, let's keep this energy moving. We got 3 more artists before we close out. Y'all open up your hearts and your mics, and thank you all for hanging in there thus long. Let's welcome Black Silver 47.
Woo!
Okay, Black Silver.
Yeah. Hello, hello. Can you hear me okay?
Absolutely.
Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. I got some more music for you guys. And so if you let me use the share screen, I'd like to share a track or two. If there's time, I'll share 2. But you said, let me see here, share screen. This. Okay. So I got hip to this free app that lets you mix tracks around and do like add sound effects to your recordings. So I went ahead and recorded a few things and put together this album called Fairy Square. And I'm going to share with you a track on there. I got one piece on here that is actually a poem over me playing the guitar. So I'm going to share it with you guys. It's called Humming Through Doubt. So let me know if you can hear it okay.
They told me it was just all in my head. They told me to get over myself, everything's fine. But that still doesn't make it right. There's a negative intonation that still haunts me, and I wonder what it will take to get rid of it. It's not as simple as a positive attitude or a wish of a thought. It's because of something I can't get rid of. My past. I've been back there so many times before, blaming myself. But I know I won't find peace there, or here. No matter what people tell me, in the end it's up to me. So what will it take to put away and move forward? I guess it's a lonely healing journey, a path to redemption. What will it take to finally reach the end? I don't think it ever stops. This shadow work is forever, but I'll make it right somehow. Until the end, I dance in a spiral of doubt, wondering if my discontent and a prayer means anything. But I believe in a benevolent God that hums through my doubt.
So did you hear it okay?
Oh yeah, we heard that perfectly. That was dope, bro.
Okay, wonderful.
That was awesome. I love your sound.
Thank you. Yeah,
Really soothing, very soothing. Great work.
thank you. If
Yes.
there's time, I'll share another track if there's time. It's about, well, I can't see how long it is, but
Come on, you got one more.
okay. The thing is blocking this. Okay, so I'll share this one track with you. It's called Fairy Wind, and this is just an instrumental, just some fun stuff I came up with. So here we go. Hope you like it. that's what I got. Could you hear it okay?
That was amazing.
Yes, we heard it perfectly.
And that's what I got for tonight. This is this new app that I'm using, this free studio thing. I'll post some of these to my YouTube channel. Eventually, I'm not in a hurry to do it right now, but you will see some of these tracks on my channel. But yeah, that's what I got for tonight. Thanks for listening.
Awesome work.
I'll put my IG in the chat if you want to follow me.
That's what's up. Y'all show some love for Black Silver. Great work, bro.
Woo!
I particularly love that.
Amazing.
Yeah, that first one was it for me, man. I'd like to hear more of that from you. So keep on that path, bro. Keep doing what you're doing.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. All right, let's keep this energy up. We got 2 more artists and then we out of here. Y'all please open up your hearts and your mics for me once more and welcome Dope Female Trainer.
Hey, Dope. What's happening?
Let's go. Let's go.
I had a surprise for you all, but I think I just lost it, but I'll find it eventually. It was I should be able to do it before I finish up the piece. I'm gonna go back with my staple piece, the one I love so much. It's called The Other Side of Darkness. I can't get that one out of my head. It's actually near and dear to my heart. So I'm gonna do that piece again. I actually won with this piece. Is Dear God, please guide my words. You see, because I often ask myself, what's on the other side of darkness? Is it an eternal ending, or is it a beautiful beginning that we've been too blind to see? And I wonder if silence sacrifices and screams for the sake of not sabotaging what society deems as sanity. And I wonder if death dances to a dichotomy of defeated darkness, designed by the drums that beat to the beat of beatings, roaming aimlessly like the depths in the night. Or maybe, just maybe, soft echoes knocking on the door to dreams not yet spoken. You see, because I've flirted on both sides of the edges where light fades into shadows and certainty crumbled like the ancient stones out of the weight of time. And the only truth is the unknown. And after a while, you see, I learned the difference between holding a hand and chaining a soul, and I began to understand that love doesn't mean leaning, and company doesn't always mean security. And through my experiences of darkness, I learned that weeping may endure for a night, but joy, but God, joy will most definitely come in the morning. And I learned to sprinkle a little goodness on the words that spew from my mouth, because I have to chew them. And to speak life into the air, because I just might be listening. And as the challenges made themselves known, you see, I decided to accept my defeat with my head held up and my eyes towards the sky with the grace of a woman and of the grief of a child. And I learned to build my own roads with a humble heart and a determined spirit as I glorify the opportunities of today. Because the foundations of tomorrow were too uncertain for plans and futures. You see, futures have a way of falling down in mid-flight and after a while. You see, I learned that even sunshine burns if you get too much. So I decided to plant my own garden and decorate my own soul instead of waiting for somebody to bring me flowers. With each day I choose change. You see, I choose me. I choose to embrace my own elegance and submit my own strength and worship my own will and guard my own grace and create my own covenant and build my own bridges and never ever forget to love my own self. Seek calmness in the midst of my own chaos and to count my own abilities. So yeah, I often ask myself what's on the other side of darkness, and I discovered that it was not an end, but a beginning. It was a new chapter that I wrote with my own hands. It was the strength that I found when all of the lights were gone. It was the clarity that I felt when I embraced the unknown. You see, I am the answer to the question that I once feared. You see, I am the one that stood up and stepped through. I am the one that God washed completely clean and made brand new. I'm the one that God put back together in front of everybody who thought that Shaq G, the dope female trainer, was fucking through. That's what I asked God. I said, God, what's on the other side of darkness? God said, baby, it's you. It's a peace. Second piece is, you see, I was born by a river in a little tent. And just like that river, baby, you see, I possess the symbols of endlessness, geographical awareness, depths as deep as the flawless sea. You see, I am that stable mind that's constantly creating currents of chaotic confusion while conquering the traumas caused by the critiques of consistent envy. I'm that bold, bright, blazing, beautiful black chick, hell. Some call me Sarah Baldwin, thinking my lips and hips are designed to make and break all your shit. I'm the thought before you think it, baby. And I'm the pen, the paper, and the motherfucking black ink. I am your author and your editor. And I'm the first one to support your shit. Remember, baby, I wrote this shit. Stood 10 toes down deep with you in your shit from your ass to your nose. Hell, baby, I was even the sharpest that wiped your shit. And that liquid gold, baby, I milked this shit. Make no mistakes about it. I'm gonna make this shit look easy, chick. I'm the pan and the cake from the plate that your ass ate. But I ain't your mama, huh? Well, I'm somebody's mama. And I'd be damned if I let you take my peace of mind. Cause this here piece is mine, cause my worth is priceless, baby. And I may not have graduated from college, but you can damn sure call me that straight knowledge, cause I can change from sense from your hands to mine. Hell. Multiply, divide, and increase your shit by 3 times, cause baby, I'm fucking dope. And like the rose that rose from the concrete beneath your feet on constant repeat of empty echoes, exposing the woes that I no longer want to hold, but baby, somebody do that shit for you. Because to deny me is to fucking deny you. You see, I be that cocaine rich, 100% authentic bitch, grade A, type O blood that trickles history into your DNA. I am that Henrietta Lacks chick, baby, covered in cracked backs and tattooed scars of sacrifice chick. You claim that you came into this world alone. Well, I guess 10 months in my room and you never considered this house your home, baby. I built this foundation, this stage and this throne. And the only reason why I'm queen of the jungle is because I don't make that bitch my home. You see, I am your Georgia power. I'm your built-in PhD, and I graduated magna cum laude of Life University. I am your educator, your peacemaker, your navigator, and your motivator. And when the trials and tribulations of life nearly got the best of me, you see, it was you that I thought about, and I earned my motherly degree, baby. You see, you owe your fucking life to me. You are quick to point the finger when life offers you a slice of humility, knocking you on your ass, and rather than you taking a back seat, you want to blame all this shit on me. Baby, I'm your safety, your loyalty, and I'm gonna hold your ass down like gravity, willing to sacrifice every bit of me before death finds that ass. 23. Baby, you smell that? Because I'm the fucking oxygen that you breathe. I'm your lawyer, your voice, your jury, your transporter. When tears fall from your eyes, baby, you better believe it's gonna be Shaq G to be the judge to restore order, because I'm your justice, baby. I'm gonna fight for you. And I'm gonna even take shots for you. I will lose for you, baby. Don't you know I will die for you? Because I'm your protector. I won't lie to you, and I will never deny you. I'll shed tears for you. I'm going to continue to pray for you because I'm your confidant. I'll break bread with you. My heart is going to always be here for you, and I'm going to love and respect you, baby. See, this is my promise to you. But the one thing I will not do is to continue to be denied by you. Because, baby, I'm your mama. Peace.
Come on, boy. Y'all open up y'all hearts and y'all mics and show some love,
Woohoo!
please.
Yes.
Can't even.
Yeah, so much in both those pieces, Shaq. And I know what they mean to you. So I thank you for being this naked with us all the time and sharing your soul. What's that you got? Are you showing us something?
This is for you. Hold on. Okay, come on. I'm trying to. Okay, it's time off mute. So this is for you. I saw your thing, your background. With. Let me turn this up some. This is for you. Trigger. Just there's trigger warning, right?
Wow, it does.
So this is for you.
Wow.
Trigger warning.
That's dope. Please share that with me. I love it. Trigger warnings is me and my brother Coach Josh Small's dedication to the military veterans. It's a book that we put out 2 years ago. And it's actually the first joint collective that I was able to put together with him. So it's very, very meaningful to me. And again, we all live under the conditions and preconditions of war because every time someone either defends or is taken over by another country, there's a new set of laws and rules put into play that dictate our lives. So I think it's very important that we honor those who have sacrificed for the liberties that we do have, as well as, you know, the majority of us have family members or know someone
Yeah.
who has served, and we have to continue to honor them through the traumas that they've endured again for us to have these liberties. So yeah, please share that with me. I would love
Not a problem. Both my children in the military. My daughter's a sniper. She's in the Army. My son's in the Air Force. So I know exactly what you mean.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
Yeah. I'll send to you.
Thank you so much, Shaq. Again, thank you for sharing with us. Y'all show some love, please, for Dope Female Trainer. Y'all still with me?
Thank you so much. Beautiful work tonight.
Truly.
Beautiful.
Yes, thank you, everyone. Thank you. I know it's late. I know y'all been hanging in there since 9 o'clock. I thank y'all so much for being here, to sharing this time in this space. If y'all can please hang in there for one more artist, try to keep that energy up for one more go round, and I'll let you all go back to your personal lives. But again, thank you for sharing this time with us. So at this moment, please open up your hearts and your mics and welcome our last performer, my brother, Coach Josh.
Let's go, Coach.
Yes.
Let's go, Coach.
Hey, fam.
Coach.
What's poppin'? I ain't performing. I'm just here. Let me get right in. Let me get right in. Can y'all hear me?
Absolutely.
Nope, we cannot hear you.
By the time I count to 5, 3 dead racists will turn over in their graves. Somebody's shotgun wailing grandfather is going to wish us back in chains. By the time I reach 5, someone's ghost is going to grow legs and walk. Walk by a sundown town with someone's child handcuffed. A mother stretched from corner store to Sunday's best, dressed in all black, drowning herself in tears. She'll be praying to understand everything she cannot overcome. Number 1, America will always taste our color before they say our names.
will call us the same vulgarities we love to call our next door neighbors, from deadbeat and I am nothing but number two. Every gift you have will be measured by the leader you post on social media. Dead, alive, or hush money quiet in public, number three. I've learned Black men cage their fears in whispers. That we trap our voices between no one's listening and no one cares anyway. The same get down or lay down death sentence since birth. So Black men will always feel invisible. Will always serve money like it's a godsend. And most Black men, they die trying to get rich. Number four. There are mile markers of generational traumas in our response. Decades of Black hate woven in the blood cells. This world hates the beating in our chests, the vows that keep holding space we cannot find in our mirrors. You know, last night, I cried a river. And I heard it creeping down George Stinney Boulevard. The avenue holding a list of lynched Black people on a monument just a few miles from my home. America says Black is the only DNA needed for sentencing. She says that white hands use blue ink to sign Black death sentences. I know a man, and I know man is not perfect. And that man walks the earth side of heaven hoping for a better day. But Black men walk different. See, we scale concrete jungles and dirt roads like a baby grand soaring of Beethoven, and sometimes we count differently. Like one, they don't see me. Two, eyes have already forgotten the skin. Three, I'm tired of tumbling, feeling stable long enough for someone to turn my world bottomless. Four, I'm fading fast, trying to breathe with project buildings collapsing on my chest. One, two, three, four, five. Wait, it's your turn now.
Good grief.
And the next poem, I lost my tomorrows in your goodbyes. I watched my own shadow walk away. It felt like leaving Earth, but I couldn't see my footsteps. So I planted my feet in moon dust because I was already crying. You see, it was the goodbye that took me away. Emptied my hands, so I was leaning once again, folding my hopefulness in the happy. There's a happy I left behind. So now I'm finding myself searching again. Begging a morning sun to wink an eyelash, I struggle to find breath in this darkness, but she is my light. The flickering in my midnight star. There's no fading when she's here. Again, she's my sunlight. The meaning of heads stuck in the clouds. I walk in her shadow work and watch her tomorrow spin while losing my Fridays for her 7-day worth of Mondays. She makes it safe to pray and not worry. And blanket my daybreak with whispered secrets of joy. Somehow she always sees me perfect. So I live to make her smile kiss the sun. And I know it sounds like a fairy tale, right? Sometimes love, or sometimes love is just that unbelievable.
Y'all please open up your mics and show some love.
Coach.
Yes.
Coach John,
Amazing.
may I say something to you? You mind if I say something to you? Your words smile. I can, even if I can't see you, the emotion in your words, they speak of 1,000 words. The emotions just are so, they're so evident. It's just so matter of fact with your words. I've always enjoyed your poetry and the way, and I just wrote, what did it say? It says, I watched my shadow. That's gonna be a prompt. I hate prompts, but your words are so intriguing to me. The last poem I heard you read was the last show you were speaking about your daughter. And your heart just smiles when you speak about her, almost as if though she's the oxygen that you breathe. It's amazing to me how your emotions as a man just spews over in your words. It is amazing to me. I can just see I can see whatever emotion that you project in your words. And I'm a big fan of you and your brother. Big fan. And I never speak to you. I never speak because I always get nervous. I say, I'm gonna speak to this man tonight. But when you speak, it's just it's breathtaking. And it almost made me want to cry because the love that you have for your daughter is unmatched. It is bar none. It's like I couldn't even put the emotions that you have for your daughter in words. It's amazing to me how I can just see the level of love, the level of sacrifice, the level of just I wish you would for her. It's amazing. So I just want to express that to you. Thank you for being so vulnerable when you speak about your baby girl. I'm sorry for taking so much time.
Let me respond really fast. I know it's gotta go. And I want to say this first. First, I want to say thank you. And I appreciate, the love that you all show my brother and myself. And it's been a journey for us. But a lot of men are not taught to really spread that love across their tongues like that. And it's not their fault, you know what I mean? And it's the world is the way it is, but most men, like, I wasn't taught that. I had the freedom to do so, but I wasn't taught to do it. And a lot of men don't have the time to sit down to allow that to take place. And so I write these poems about love, about loving my daughter, and about loving women and loving Black women in particular, because that's who I belong to, right? That's where I come from. And I write them because sometimes you can't, as a man, you can't find the right words, right? But if I give these words to your partner, your mate, your lover, your wife, whomever it is, right? If I give her the words, then I gift you both heaven. Because now you have a way for him to say those things that he probably means, just doesn't know how to say it. Last thing I want to say on that, as an exclamation on that, I met a pastor online who's a ventriloquist, and we're having a conversation. I sent him and his wife the book that Complicated Passions and I did together, and he'll tell you that man comes on as soon as he sees me, he's asking for, well, where's my wife? Anytime she's on there live, and they see my name come up in there, oh, that's get me out of here because coach is gonna make us have another baby. But the thing is, I always want to be the alley-oop for your next tomorrow. So if I could be an alley-oop for you for your next tomorrow, then job well done. Job well done.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
And on that,
Appreciate you.
it's Stan you, not you, dope. He knows. I'm telling you, they lethal. These brothers are lethal.
No, ma'am, you are lethal because your poem that you did last week, baby girl. I still remember that bad boy. That was amazing. I'm sorry, Mr. Wicks, but baby girl, I didn't get a chance to say anything to you because you left out the room so soon. I have never heard a piece like that, and it still sits with me to this day. I said, God damn it. I don't know what motivated that piece, but that was an amazing piece. Amazing piece, Sugar Booger.
Thank you. And I want Wits and Gifted to be able to have their meeting because he's got to get up early. So I'm gonna get out the way. I'm not gonna say another word.
We gonna meet like Pac-Man and Miss Pac-Man.
All right, now, good night. Shit.
Look, I love y'all. I truly do. Thank y'all so much for staying the duration of the evening, to be there to support your brothers and sisters as they share. This has been a special night. Again, I'm gonna shout out C Santos for inspiring the glass tonight.
And Mrwitzthepoet, yeah.
Mrwitzthepoet.
Bringing it to us.
Bringing it to us. That was definitely something.
And escape artists.
Something new and special. Yeah, thank you to everybody
Baby.
that did.
Kiss
Yeah.
the baby.
Go ahead, co-host. I do so much talking. Please share.
Oh, I was just saying good night to escape artists, but yes, thank you. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Thank you to everyone. C Santos, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, good night, everybody.
You do the same, and thank you for sharing such beautiful shares. Thank you.
Gifted, no more babies now.
Oh, watch your mouth.
I love y'all. Bye.
Erica, wow. You know what? I can't with you. All
I
right, y'all.
only
It's
make
been a
boys.
wonderful.
That's all
Thank
I'm
you,
saying.
Gifted.
I only make
Thank you,
boys.
Oh, thank you, Nemo. Thank you, Justine.
Yes,
for
love you
hanging in
guys.
there. Oh, we love you
Highlight
for
of the
hanging
day.
in there. Yeah, you
Always.
do.
And we're gonna get
Same.
you to share one day. One day.
Oh yeah, soon. Soon. I'm
She
working on
will.
something.
Yeah.
Awesome.
In her time. Kale's great work tonight.
Thank you,
Yeah.
thank you.
Everyone. This whole room was lit up tonight.
It was another special evening. I meant to advise you all. The last week's episode was our 50th episode. So that was a special night and it was truly a beautiful experience. So if you get the opportunity, please go check the YouTube page. I do try to share it as often as possible. But go back and visit yourselves and see how you affect your peers. I think that's magic. I love you
Yes.
all.
Yes, you were here. Go back and visit yourself.
Was that funny?
I don't. Okay,
I
sorry.
meant it exactly the way it came out. Like
I-
sometimes you don't see yourself in your performance.
It could be me.
You sound
Huh?
like behave yourselves.
Oh,
What is the
is it
YouTube?
just? I don't know.
Oh, the YouTube is Mr. Witz.
Oh.
Mr. Witz on YouTube. It doesn't say the poet. It's just under Mr. Witz.
You will, and
Um,
we'll try to send it through
Yeah, I'll
IG.
try to send it to
Yeah.
you through the IG
Else.
to make it easier for you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. Love you, sis. Thank you so much. And you're right. I have been lacking. I haven't been able to hit everybody, and you're one of the windows that I haven't been sending the videos to the playback. So
The link, yeah.
I'll try to do better.
And we'll try to do better sharing too, because we know it's hard while you're at work. So.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
All right, everyone. Good night.
Great night.
Good night.
Great.
Love and the peace. All right, babe. Hit the record, and then I'll end this out.
Thank you, honey.